the GBI and the Cobb County District Attorney's Office is once again investigating former Austell Police Chief Richard Starrett.
The GBI had earlier investigated the then chief after the I-team asked Austell about bills related to the city's canine unit and his own dogs. But the GBI closed the case with no charges filed.
Senior I-team reporter Del Russell says when he read the closed file and asked the interview the GBI on why the case was closed, Dale, they reopened it.
Yeah, it was kind of an unusual set of circumstances to me. The GBI investigation was closed in July with little fanfare and no recommendations of criminal charges. Well, we found out months later the case was closed and asked to review the file under the Georgia Open Records Act. We did. We had a lot of questions, and when we asked for answers, the case was reopened. The ongoing GBI investigation of former Austell Police Chief Bob Starrett revolves around the department's canine dogs, as well as two personal dogs owned by the then chief, seen here in his backyard.
The chief of police of Austell, where I have been chief for the last 25 years.
Here is how it all started. In the fall of 2021, Chief Starrett was one of the 6 original members of the Georgia Access to Medical Cannabis Commission. I was here to see the chief. In November of 2021, acting on a tip, the I-team requested the city vet bills for Austell's canine unit and what we believe to be former Chief Starrett's own personal German Shepherds. When we made the request, the city told us they found discrepancies in the bills and called in the GBI to investigate both the chief and the canine unit. Was this a tough call for you?
Not really.
Following our story, then House Speaker David Ralston, who has since died, removed Starrett from the Cannabis Commission.
I wonder if I could talk to you just a second about the GBI investigation of Chief Starrett.
No, you cannot. Not at this time. No comment.
No one in Austell wanted to talk about it, and the GBI investigated for nearly 9 months, then closed the case with no public announcement. The I-team obtained the case file under the Georgia Open Records Act. The file concluded there were not enough facts to establish that Bob Starrett had willfully committed theft against the Austell Police Department. The GBI was investigating a possible theft. We'd only asked for vet bills. But when we read the case file, it was clear the GBI was interested in much more, including this $9,500 cashier's check written from the Austell Drug Fund account. According to the GBI file, the July of 2018 $9,500 cashier's check was paid to the order of Bullard Animal Hospital. Both Chief Starrett and Dr. Gary Bullard, the then owner of Bullard Animal Hospital, told the GBI they didn't know what the cashier's check was for.
So that alone was suspicious to you? Yes.
Former DeKalb County District Attorney and current Western Carolina criminal justice professor J. Tom Morgan finds it all puzzling.
That there was that money that was supposedly gone to a vet for this animal, and yet nobody can recall it.
So what was the $9,500 for? In the GBI file, the July 2018 cashier's check is listed for canine purchase. The GBI file indicates Austell police bought one German Shepherd named Ariel from a Tennessee breeder around July of 2018, the same time the cashier's check was cut. A GBI interview of an Austell canine handler revealed Ariel had given birth to 2 puppies before Austell police bought her, and those 2 puppies belonged to Chief Starrett, Hulk and Chow. Starrett told the GBI he paid $600 for both puppies.
It appears to be alleged misuse of drug asset forfeiture monies.
We called the GBI to say we had questions to ask about the closing of the file. Soon after, the GBI and the Cobb County District Attorney's Office reopened the investigation, and the case is once again ongoing.
It leads me to believe there was a cursory investigation, and once you started digging into the weeds, you found some things that they had overlooked, and they decided they needed to reopen the file.
Now, we reached out to both Bob Starrett and his lawyer to see if either one of them wanted to talk about the GBI findings and the reopening of that investigation. Neither one wanted to talk with us. Courtney?
Are we sure about the scope of the GBI's investigation at this point?
No, not really. It's not clear to me. I have gotten the indication that they're going to be looking at, you know, not only what we're looking at, but also other things as well. It's a voluminous file. It was a months-long investigation. There's a lot to go over. But there were a lot of clear questions in my mind when I looked at that file. I was like, I don't understand this. Where's the rest of the evidence? Where's the proof of what's in here? Which is why I wanted to have some questions answered.
And enough for it to be reopened.
And enough to be reopened, and we'll see what they come up with.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. The story continues.
Thank you. Thanks.
Dale, thanks.